Terrorists win. been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Although Vega, that loss bonus is really building up at this point.
Dennis in good spirits. They've got the nuclear hand warmers out. Lecro with the 1 AWP. He will continue with the sniper rifle. Of course, we often see Forrest picking it up. Dennis is a dab hand with the AWP as well. Plenty of sniper rifle players in Swedish Counter-Strike. Crush moving towards the IV position, and Dennis will be engaging him there. Lecro in connector with the AWP, so it's again right now on the high ground, looking for something. With that Molotov, Lecro will quickly rotate and look at the low. Although smokes are down, but Vega aren't pushing just yet into the B bomb site. Maybe pulling the CTs out of position. But what is the ultimate intention here for Vega?
Oh, Chopper looking for a way in. Almost gets himself an opportunity there to go forward. JR finding one. Rez will go down towards Pop Dog again. And now Forrest is looking to respond, looking for the players crossing, playing the finest of angles. And this silenced M4 can be really powerful from positions like this. It can be very confusing when you move into these open spaces to figure out where you're getting shot from. And that extra second makes all the difference. 45 seconds and Vega start to press, and there it is. Forrest pulls the trigger on the push. And I think he's known now in his position, but he's going to slow things down massively. The bomb on the ground as well.
Down goes Dennis, down goes Forrest. An expensive round for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Their checks are going to be bouncing sooner rather than later. What can Lecro really do in this situation? Surely an engagement will come his way, and then the hunt will begin. Oh, some steps made. Has he been heard by Hutji? Perhaps not. Well, you can see the shortcomings in the Ninjas in Pyjamas economy. Vega Squadron have kept them honest. The rounds that NIP have won, they haven't really survived with as many players as they would have liked. Although the last two rounds have been good, that said, but things have quickly disappeared, it seems. Vega Squadron with their first round post-pistol. Blind spot for Lecro with the scope. And we are tied at 4-4. Right then, opportunity for Vega Squadron now to take the lead. What will NIP choose to do? I think maybe that buy possibly would have come in had they saved that AWP. They haven't bought anything just yet, and some pistols will be collected by the Swedes.
Indeed, indeed. Looking like a really big opportunity for Vega Squadron to take control of the half. On this T side, that would really help. NIP on the CT side, they can be scary once momentum starts going their way. Chopper making some noise, and obviously Rez is toying with his opponents, but Hachi ready for that. And it is a simple, safe and secure clear out of these pistoling players, it would appear. NIP only 2 men left at this point. It can be so annoying to run anti-ecos into the A-bomb site. It's like there's just so many spots for the CTs to stand.
Yeah.
It's very annoying.
Leclerc with a P250, 1 kill, and it will pay for itself. 1 minute mark. And the squadron spread across the A site. Actually, I follow a few accounts on Instagram which are like spear fishing people, free diving, scuba diving and so on. And someone had a video where a shark had its mouth stuck around the propeller of a speedboat and it was just hanging there.
No.
So I sent it to Moses. I thought he would enjoy it. It wasn't spinning or anything, so it wasn't injured, but it was just hanging there. It was really weird.
Its face is stuck in a propeller, it's not injured?
Not in a propeller, but it's on a propeller. The propeller's in its mouth, like one of the blades. It's just hanging there. Anyway, it's a buy round night. It's buy round down. We've got to focus. Focus!
Okay. Well, the double op is in for NIP again, although Dennis and Forrest have no utility to play with. Vega Squadron. Will they go for a set piece this round? That would be quite fun. You see a pop flash there to try to quickly clear Pop Dog and figure out what's going on down there. Hachi takes position, and meanwhile, Crush, he's playing passively towards Ali, just watching to see if there's a CT push, of which there is not. And will we just get a simple A set piece here and rush from Vega Squadron? Is very effective, especially against the AWPs, and again, not an enormous amount of counter utility for NIP, so this could be a smart way to do this one. Oh dear.
Very awkward stuff. The flashback though. There's a team flash as well. It's really brutal for Vega Squadron, and it might make all the difference. Molotovs all over the side, trying to stop the T's from advancing. Crush with the bomb near E-box. Chopper still looking for a flank and pop. 2 plays in connect that it could boost, but Get Right is charging 3, wants to stop the plant. Very carefully indeed, edging forward. Playing for the round win. 4 versus 2 now. Chea's got a nice angle, but he hasn't got a kill. Now he's revealed his position, missing another shot. That's too many. Oh, 3 shots now. Trying to shoot really fast. There's a nice flick, but how much more can he do? Do they know where Chopper is? Ninjas in Pyjamas. Now Chopper's the last man standing. Almost a mirror of a previous round. Can he deliver all the kills this time? Won't even get the first one. Round number 5 for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They will survive with 3 players and take both AWPs into the next round.
Yeah, it's pretty rough for Vega as well. They didn't really generate much momentum, didn't build much bank, I don't think. Of course, they were able to have a flawless eco or so, and so there will be some money for them to play with, but not an enormous amount of security. NIP in a really good position now, if they're successful here, to take over once again, but this has been fairly back and forth. Looking to see if Vega are going to mix anything up in this round. Obviously, as mentioned, that got a bit dicey by E-Box on the entry. And the counter grenades from NIP were really strong. There was just that one flash that absolutely saved, I think it was Lecro or whoever it was playing E-Box. And completely messed everything up for Vega Squadron on the first moments of that push. And once again, offering up a clearance of the Pop Dog position. And we have NIP mixing their setup up there. You can see Rez is playing deep. Oh, there's a response though from Vega, potentially just going for the rush here. Oh, but into the AWP, this is the worst possible way to do it.
Flying into the B bomb side, but Electro only needs 1 second opportunity. Get Right now, trying to make use of the flashbang, can't quite though. Still a chance here for Vega Squadron, 3 versus 4. The frags are starting to fly, and JR is delivering. And again, you've got that position near Oil, which is really tough for the CTs to deal with. Tony Black going deep for these 2 CTs. Electro won't be taken out though, 2-on-2. And we have 2 smokes and 2 kits for Ninjas in Pyjamas, but they will want to thin the numbers out yet more. Chopper on the site, really hard to deal with. That's a lovely peek from him, delivering once again. And now the tables turn. Dennis, 1 versus 2 with an AWP. How on earth do you win this? How on earth do you trade? Does he see the player on the radar? He doesn't the second the opportunity. The double peek though from the T's will be enough, and Chopper will get another kill, his 3rd of the round. Really tight rounds we're seeing here on Train.
Yeah, I think JR absolutely saved them. Again, just if you can find a way to pull the AWP away, or there's just, you know, one AWP on the CT side, and you're pretty sure it's not playing the upper positions in B, then that's, you know, high vantage point is really powerful to, you know, split players through, because, you know, if there's no AWP, then the AKs are going to have that, you know, good advantage, you know, moving across. But they were just up against Lecker as AWP. He did so much damage, and JR though immediately gets 2 AWP frags straight back. JR kept them in the rounds. Beautiful stuff from him. I know that, you know, you're a fan, James, of Mr. JR, and it's good to see him making these impact plays. Speaking of which, Get Right jumping through into Pop Dog, hitting his head on the roof there to change his trajectory, coming out with the kill.
That's a free kill. Did he see the second player on the radar? I'm not sure how much of Rez would have been seen by Chopper. Sees him now. Rez cannot outstay his welcome. Pistols for the most part for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Forest not really in a position to have an impact right now. Keeping an eye on Ivy, but nobody is there. Vega Squadron still looking around from the Pop Dog position. Crush is alone with the bomb though. Chopper has been sent in. He's the sentry. On the back of the site to force CT from their position. Tony Black's got the angles, and now Forest is on the rotation. 3 on 3. This is still winnable. The AK is still out onto Forest, and Rez gets a nice double dink with the USP. 40 seconds remaining, and now the numbers start to go in NIP's favour. JR, the scope is going to obscure his vision so much. He needs to avoid a trade frag. Get back behind E-Box. Can they collect any weapons? So AK's been lost. It's been collected by Get Right. Rez has the USP. Oh, through the smoke, JR. This is suicide. Going backwards as well. And there is an unlikely run for Ninjas in Pyjamas. What happened there?
I have no idea how that happens. Obviously, you Get Right with the hero play into Pop Dog to start things off, made things a bit awkward. And I think, you know, Vega, they're maybe looking to gamble that perhaps NIP think they're going to rotate into B afterwards or something like that, and feel like they can just walk out into A, instead of using all that utility that they had to try to perhaps just push into B. And it backfired onto Vega, and now they are forced to a deagle. Galil's lacking utility now themselves, and NIP are fully kitted out here with an AK onto Rez as well. This is definitely a very bad turn of events for Vega Squadron, and NIP make it worse. Important pick there from Forest. Chopper, though, has found his way outside. Oh, he's been discovered, though. Forest all over it.
Well, then. Looking pretty good. Very good for Ninjas in Pyjamas. As we move into the late rounds in the first half, everybody survives for the Ninjas. And they look good, maybe even for a 9-6 scoreline. That said, maybe 6 rounds is enough for Vega Squadron on their T side. There's plenty of fight left in the old Shark yet. That looks so bizarre. Tunnel vision looking towards connector, but of course he's going for a smoke, so not as bad as it looks. 1 P250 and 4 Glocks for Vega Squadron, no grenades. So this is looking like a very good situation for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Very well equipped, even after the initial grenades are the CTs.
Oh,
nice. Won't get very far, nobody to boost him. And now 4 players remain for Vega Squadron.
Yes, not much to do in this round. Glocks, again, you know, usually you think, okay, maybe we can just get the bomb down. That's really about it. Maybe with a flashbang, but they don't even have that. Now the numbers are less as well, losing JR early. So it looks like they will try to burst onto B for that bomb plant, but Get Right, he spots it, he knows what's happening, and he's got teammates there. There's no way in for Vega here. Oh, this is hopeless. This is the very definition of a hopeless round.
Yes, it is. This is, I mean, what is the... They need a bomb plant. They're all waiting for a flank, but
can also just use it as time to just chat and say, okay, what are we doing next round? We're going to have money.
That's true.
You know, so that's probably the most value. Just using this as a timeout is like the most value you can get from this. Because, yes, that is always going to happen. 8-6 Vega will have a bye for the last round. It's not going to be... Well, they won't have enough money for an AWP, but that's okay. Can they take it to 7-8 or NIP end with a good buffer moving into that second half?
Chopper and Dennis to go TV picks doing pretty good at present. Chopper leading the server with 13 frags, JR and Electro behind him with 12. Right then, one more round to fight for in the first half. Two players moving towards Ivy for Vega Squadron, and in the meantime, they'll take control towards B, but Electro and Get Right seem to have something in mind. There's the peek from Electro. Ooh, he had a sitter there. That was a free kill. That was gratis, but he missed his shot.
Will Dennis miss his... Oh, they'll jump across. Not even a chance with that flashbang in play. Dennis, though, always a danger. Get Right looking to have some fun this round with that auto sniper indeed. And
Exist used to play that position with the auto, if I'm not mistaken. Way back when.
Vega just waiting for the moment, waiting for the right moment to go in. They don't have any position on the alley yet though, so they need to get those players a bit deeper before they can trigger a push. But the positioning from NIP is going to shut down Popdog pretty quickly, and that's a huge issue because then they are going to effectively just make it so that Vega can't coordinate this push at all.
There's a smoke either side of Ivy at the moment, and Crush has made his way between the smokes at the very least. He's edging towards that hell position. Rez moving towards main in the meantime. They know what to compromise the CTs and flashes there. 3-5 from Tony Black, but the bomb's been lost. The bomb's been regained by Crush. 4-on-4, 27 seconds in which to push this side. Forrest falling back, taking a frag with him as well. Dennis has been lost. You'll see Chopper's legs first, maybe. That's a big headshot from him. 19 seconds now, and Get Right's moving into that IV position. There's nowhere to plant the bomb, but they have no idea where do they go for the plant. At the back, but the frag will come from Crush for round number 7 for Vega Squadron.
Big round from Crush, getting himself a quad kill, saving the day. Vega Squadron definitely in a hard position. I felt like NIP played this pretty well. You know, they had really nice positioning to shut down this triple-pronged attack, and it was so difficult, but Crush managed to find this really powerful lurk and just delivered on those frags to get Vega Squadron a good chance going into this second half. It is so up in the air right now. I have no idea which way this one is going to go.
Shame we didn't see any kills with the auto sniper. I named my auto sniper You're an Idiot, Y-O-U-R, just for the extra trigger factor when you kill somebody with it. Oh yes, the beer.
I don't know if I could bring myself to purposely do that.
I love it, man.
I just can't.
Especially the T auto sniper, because if you have one of those out, then people are going to be like, what is going on? It's never a good reason, or almost never. Dust used back, of course. Rez with 2 flashes and a smoke grenade. 5 Glocks for the T side. Forrest flying into the main area. Having a look. Did he see the player on top of Connector? That would be big info if he did. Or more in a buy round than a pistol round, but here we go. Now, the first pistol round was won by Vega Squadron. Can they pick up the second one as well?
Indeed, lots of questions to be asked here. And Chopper's asking of Popdog. Dennis in a deep angle. Will he check this? Yes, he will, but the headshots, who will they favour? Chopper will have to fall back now. Oh, there's one. Can he get anything else? No. Hutchie, though, for support, is doing some damage, but the trades are there for NIP as well. CTs have a man advantage, but health not so much, as we'll get the bomb plant on the outer portion of the A bomb train. And Vega look to try to get in, but that smoke is quite annoying.
Crush, Hutchie, Tony Black at the back of the A site. That's the Popdog player taken out. That's big real estate for the ninjas in pyjamas. Crush creeping. Nice frag from him. Tony Black has a defuse kit. They're all coming from the same way, Vega Squadron. 3 versus 2. They don't have the HP for a meat shield. So what do they choose to do? How do they draw these players out? A big flashbang from the T's, goes behind the box there. Nice one tap from Rez. The smoke is up, and this might be good. Crush gets the last kill, but he can't get close enough to defuse the bomb, I don't think. He'll have to try and save his Kevlar, which is perfect at the moment. Oh, I loses 2 HP of Kevlar. He could have bought a helmet for very cheap, but now he can't.
That is, yeah, heartbreaking for Vega. I mean, if Crush is managing to find his way forwards just maybe 1 second more quickly, he can perhaps stop them from taking down his teammate defusing the bomb. But such is Counter-Strike. A game of the smallest margins. A game of inches. As that Al Pacino speech goes. Now, can't count out Vega to do damage in this round. We've got the Scouts out, Deagle, CZs. What are NIP going to do to try to avoid disaster, catastrophe?
Tony Black on the high ground.
Tony Black.
Tony Black. Tony Black's lonely. Tony Black seeks companionship. Tony Black doesn't get what he wants. Hut G on the low ground. Will this position be checked for? Can he avoid the grenades on the T side? He goes for the headshot. He's blind now. That's a glorious grenade from the T side. But look at the frags for the CTs in just a few seconds. Dennis is alone. It was a nice looking execute. Oh, he's just about got a weapon for half a second. Can't pull the trigger though.
What the hell just happened, James?
That's a very good question.
I mean, our POV is like this really dodgy fight. Guys half blinded, trying to get the Deagle spam going.
Dennis isn't happy
goodness.
anymore.
Ooh.
He's not happy anymore.
See ya.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Christ.
Well, NIP put out the pistols and they've got a couple smokes, a couple flash bangs. With a fast play, they could flip the tables here on Vega Squadron. RG straight into that hot dog position. Important couple of kills there. That's a big deal. He does stay alive as well. He keeps his position. His teammate goes down, but he still holds that flanking presence. He will move back out. Maybe that's giving Lecro a chance here. That's the bomb down again. And Dennis is now on 4 HP. So this has hurt a bit for Vega, but they should be able to close this down. Now indeed, surviving with 3, and that means that Vega, they'll lose a pistol, but they'll end up better off perhaps.
Is the nation of Sweden starting to get nervous at this point? That is the question. 9-9. Vega Squadron, who have eliminated Ninjas in Pyjamas from a major before, are looking to do it again. The score is tied. There's still a lot of Counter-Strike to be played, I'll say that much, but Vega Squadron are looking good for the lead now with NIP on a pistol round. Dennis picking up a P250. Oh, how different this could have been. I don't know that NIP really did that much wrong in that round either. I think Vega Squadron just happened to wreck them. Shooting over the smoker P250s, multiple scout shots, some in the face. Chopper with early information towards Ivy, makes life easier. JR will join Tony Black towards the B bomb site. Ooh, lovely. First is no armor. MP9 is very good fun. The bomb has been lost now.
Yeah, it's pretty much over with the bomb lost. Over in the sense that the best case scenario would have been the bomb and
put the C4 on a milk carton.
Yes. Forrest, how long can you stay alive? Probably not very long. He's
on the subject of C4, I think we can leak some information, Dan. So of course we have a series of Sounds of CSGO, which is mostly focused on the general weaponry, but we may have done one with an explosive device, which is, I think, the same level of power as C4. C4 is surprisingly hard to get hold of, Dan, but we did something similar, which will be, well, coming at some point.
It's the same compound used in C4.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Much, just not as...
Yeah, so
not as much of it.
There's nothing we won't do, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing we don't do. Much. We have a lot of content coming your way. Tactical timeout from Ninjas in Pyjamas. So we have a MP5 video coming. We have an M4A1 outdoor video coming. We have an explosion video coming, which is revealed. We have a flamethrower video coming. I don't know what else we've revealed, but we've got quite a few different things.
An explosion video.
Yeah. 10-9 in favor of Vega Squadron. See the numbers there from Betway at the moment. They may change as this game continues. 5 AKs for Ninjas in Pyjamas. No strangers to train. Char continuing with a scout for the time being. There's plenty of money in the hole here for Vega Squadron.
Yeah, there's fast presence there to from Vega. Ooh, Get Right! Falling to Tony Black's MP9 there. That is very unfortunate for Get Right. Very close to making that frag. The MP9 will do the job. And Chopper's going to be cautious. Again, players are getting so good at just understanding how to read which spots to get the penetration kills from, the wall bangs.
Who sees who first in that pop dog position, I wonder? Good for those guys that no one has a size 13. The boats.
I think you need clown shoes there, no size 13, but nevertheless, Dennis will still get the kill onto Chopper. And JR still stands firm in watching over inner. And this starts to get difficult now for Vega. They are very spread out, and their guns are far worse than NIP. Dennis, though, this could be big for JR. Gets the tag. That is very nice for Vega Squadron.
That is really nice, especially on train, because the choke points are so narrow that I would argue it's a lot harder for Dennis to, say, push into B when he's being tagged by the gun's been seen by Hutji, and Rez will exploit that. We have a player in hell, though, and it's Tony Black. 23 seconds on the clock. Does he take a peek towards the bomb? Oh, looks away just as Zekro comes out, and there's the round for Ninjas in Pyjamas. 4 players surviving for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Very important for them, and they tie the score 10-10, but that wasn't a full buy from Vega Squadron. That was the anti-force buy weaponry, and now the big guns come out.
Yeah, and, so it's very likely NIP are going to win that round, but the goal is definitely to keep as many players alive as possible, just so that if that reset does come in when Vega get this full buy-in, and NIP are to lose the round here, that you can still buy up in the following round regardless. And I think they've done enough to help bring that situation about if the worst happens, but of course they'll be doing their best job here to make sure that they can come out of this round with a W. And these double orbs could be dangerous from Vega Squadron. We'll have to see the form of Crush and JR. JR's been playing pretty well, as has Crush so far. The alley position can be very finicky, and there's players on both sides now, so you've got to be very cautious. Don't want to go down to this position. Aggressive incendiary toss to slow things down, and then NIP will give up pressure there, leaving one player, just Lekro lurking. But what is the game plan here for NIP? They can still do pretty much whatever they want on the map. And look at this Vega Squadron, rotating 3 towards B. They have this read that it's going to be a B attack. They might not be in, they're not wrong. 3 players here for NIP, that's big information, but Tony Black, he should have got more there.
JR has a shooting gallery for a time. Now the smoke is up. What do they choose to do? Chopper has not revealed his position just yet. And look at the rotation from Ninjas in Pyjamas. There are 3 players in the B site, but Hutji is still around A, deploying a smoke grenade, and now he's making his footsteps. He's been seen, and the numbers are to NIP's advantage. Crush taken out in that connected position. JR going for an IV play, and he may be crucial to stopping this bomb from going down. Needs to be collected, though. Does he go deeper towards that IV area? Because Get Right has a cross to the site. There's a flashbang, but does Get Right cross back to the site in time? No, JR has a superior angle now with 24 seconds left, but he's conceded it. He has no idea what he's done. In the meantime, Chopper waits in connector.
At the same time, though, there's no smoke here at all for NIP to block off any of these angles. Although, are they giving it up to go towards B? Okay, he's actually moving in towards Old Bomb right now with that orb. What they expect is NIP. They've planted outside. And they are still suspecting Ali, and they're paranoid of it. They have no way to smoke it off. This could be a master stroke, but no. Get Right checks for it, and Lekra will find the remainder in Chopper. That was very close. That was very, very close. NIP, that's such an important round. You can see what it's done to Vega's economy, and this is a pretty close game, but this is where it could get out of hand here.
Yes, again, unfortunately for Vega, just the scope compromised the vision there. Would have seen the player who was wide, and who knows what might have happened. Here we are now, Ninjas in Pyjamas in the lead. They've broken the money of the CT side, and that could be a sigh of relief for the Swedish team. Again, both these teams facing elimination should they lose this match. Pistols for the most part for the squadron. Monsieur Tony Black with the French gun. 2 smokes in the A site for the time being. But Vega are edging closer and closer towards main. This is early info for them. And NIP will have to assume that this is compromised, as you can see by Rez's angle. So this is not the biggest of deals yet. But if one frag goes the wrong way and a weapon is collected, who knows what might happen.
Very big pressure game as well, and position. We're getting into the late stages of this map, and it's an elimination match as well. NIP with delay. Forest, though, finds himself a push. That's what they were waiting for. One of the benefits of having a very slow timing. Now comes the push with the back, or with that push, or rather with that frag in mind, off the push, and Forest will make it even worse here now for Vega Squadron. Not able to find anything.
At this point, I suppose Mr. Black is just trying to hold on to the FAMAS. Haji has nothing to lose in this game, in this round. He can throw his USP and spawn with a new one for free. So he may as well hunt for something. Spotted now, and perhaps he can draw players away from Tony Black, who is moving through the B bomb site. There he goes. He's gone. Round number 12 coming the way of Ninjas in Pyjamas. The money's not going to be spectacular for Vega Squadron, so they are in a pickle then.
Yeah, this looks really flat at the moment on their CT side. One of the problems I think is, we're not seeing some of those individual performances that you might want to see out of Vega, and there is a certain level that's required against NIP. NIP are individually very, very good. So, we're seeing some of these rounds go down to these 2v2s and so on. But there's still time. There's still time for Vega Squadron. They will have money in this next round, but no one has enough to buy an AWP. They'll have to play rifles, and they're not going to have, I don't think, enough for everyone to have the full nades. JR's bought a helmets. The Crush and Haji also have all bought helmets. That is not. I mean, it's just a waste of money, James. It is a waste of money, especially considering JR and Haji. If they didn't spend money on the helmet, they could have had an extra flashbang.
4 players starting in the A site for Vega Squadron. Oh, get right. Not shy for a flying headshot, is he? Reminders of Nuke oh so long ago. 4 players now for Vega Squadron, and this is gonna start to get sweaty. Nerves surely settling in for Vega Squadron. Rez charging through the site, spots Chopper. Chopper going towards main. Can he save his teammates? He can, just in time. But JR and Crush have delivered in the meantime. Crush with the USP, taking Forest out, going for the flash. Can he get a reload in if he needs one? No, because there are more NIP players. Tony Black in the 1 versus 2. They surely have no idea where he is. He has not fired a single bullet in this round just yet. And they'll slow things down, NIP, but it's trained. So many angles. We talk about him all the time. Lecro's made some steps, surely. So he must know where one of these players are. Oh, and there it is. 13 rounds for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Vega Squadron are in a lot of trouble.
I was going to say, once you're in that 1v2, it's so scary because there are so many angles. When you walk around that AER, there's so many angles just popping up consistently as you're moving around. You almost want to just stay still and see what happens as the T's have to make the move to plant the bomb. And NIP played it absolutely perfectly there. Just used time, waited to see if there was a mistake, took good positions. And NIP are looking really good at the moment, closing things down here, winning these very important 1v1s. And this is already out of control now for Vega Squadron. With the pistol buy-in and the confidence you can see here from Dennis, just going straight out there looking for the frags. And NIP looking in good shape at the moment. Dennis is cleaning things up. Now just JR left, and he will be eliminated. 2 rounds, and NIP will... They'll get a taste of vengeance, James.
Well, maybe, Ben. Maybe. Vega Squadron are on the bye once again. The AWP is out for JR. NIP looking calm. It's not won until it's won. Everybody knows that by now. Can JR pop off with his AWP? Forest will be sniping on the T side as well. We saw Lecro in the first half. Less common sniper for Ninjas in Pyjamas than Forest. So here we go. Tony Black and JR heading towards the B bomb site. Now JR, such a key player for Vega Squadron. He's got people coming in his direction, slowly but surely. Got to be careful in case there's a sniper above him. Oh, he legs him, but Dennis with the sharpest of shots. That is a great first frag for NIP in this round.
And that's heartbreaking. That's so heartbreaking for JR because he hit Dennis first. he won't. He doesn't. He likely can get out of there if he gets the body shot, gets the kill, falls back. It's a 5v4. No, Vega Squadron are instead in a horrible position, and they've got to just make it work somehow. NIP looking to compound the problem for Vega Squadron as they rally themselves towards the upper positions here, knowing that they've cleaned out the AWPer. This is a great choice from NIP to try to push with those AKs on the high grounds. Tony Black is exposed, has to drop back, and let's see what he can do.
Support from his teammate, but Rez anticipates the player being there, maybe saw the trajectory, chopper forced away, and now what do they do? If they go for this, they may have no rifles in the next round. Hutji and Crush in connector. If they lose one more player, I just don't know. They've got 2 players with defuse kits. They'll make their way out of connector. I think they pretty much have to go for this, really. Forrest, though, has such a strong angle. This should be free for him. Just biding his time. Hutji moving forward. Doesn't know that Forrest is behind him. Don't think that in the meantime now. Forrest has to activate, looking for 2 frags maybe. Looking for a molly on the side. Oh no, it's all fallen apart for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Vega had to go for the retake. They had to win this round, and they have. Or have they? Oh boy, Chopper doesn't have a defuse kit. Hutji's one of the kit. Oh my god, are they going to win the round? Oh no!
Oh god. Oh, that is so depressing for Vega Squadron. Oh my goodness. And I was wondering about the whole play, the after-plant play that I'm thinking.
Oh my god.
I think did NIP just not wait for Forrest to make the move? Were they just peeking and finding fights? You know, how did they get to that situation? And then it doesn't even matter. Vega Squadron, they got absolutely denied there, James, and they are looking at elimination now.
Dan, I don't have a dog in this race, but I'm so sad right now. That was so cruel. That was so cruel. I was ready to see some more Counter-Strike, and perhaps we will. Vega Squadron have actually managed to get a fair amount of M4s into this round. JL will be on a scout, however. I can only guess he was looking for a crouch peek in that previous round, but he was betrayed by the likes of Ninjas in Pyjamas and the AK of Dennis. And now it is match point, a number of match points here for Ninjas in Pyjamas to stay in this major and indeed get revenge. Drain the pool, Dan. That's what they could do in this round. Leave Vega flapping about.
Last one from Rez there. Oh, that is big. Takes down Tony Black, trying to move into position towards Pop Dog. Vega Squadron, just this match has been so desperately difficult for them. Always seemingly fighting from behind. And this round is no different. That's a great flashbang in from a teammate though. Hutji finishes off the job and now falls back. They will even the score, and they do know that Rez is around the Olafmeister area, so oh, 4 flashes here. Look how active Vega Squadron are. Crush, he's been instrumental here so far for Vega Squadron. They take advantage.
They are taking the game back, Vega Squadron. The importance of those fast peeks into main. If you can stop the CT getting towards that Pop Dog position, you get Pop Dog for free, and you often get a kill with it. So later on, Get Right just jumps down into Pop Dog. He knows that nobody is there. Chopper taken out now, 3 on 3. JL of the Scout's got to get something done here. Forrest is pretty low, if he can find him. JR is towards CT spawn. Crush close to the smoke, but will Forrest go too early? It's a free kill for Crush. They need that. Hutji delivering as well, leaving Rez in a 1 versus 3.
30 seconds to do it. There's one. Looking for the second. Hutji knows exactly where he is. And my God, Vega Squadron claw it back there. The incredible thing for me with them finding a way back in was the fact that we see this flashbang. We see Hutji going forward with it. We see then Crush trying to retake control fully of Team Main. They went down a man and they played really proactively. They took initiative in a multitude of ways, used team play and good individual skill to make that work. That was a great comeback in that round from Vega Squadron. They are not done just yet.
There will be a lot of pressure in these rounds to come because Ninjas in Pyjamas have a buy. They're going to have a better buy in Ninjas in Pyjamas because of the money they stacked. Tony Black on an MP9. Perhaps he goes towards Pop Dog. Will they even try after Rez's pick in the earlier round? That's one good thing about those fast picks, if you're brave enough to take them, is that maybe you deter the CTs from playing their game. Maybe you get Pop Dog for free in future rounds. They need to get that MP9 into close quarters. Could end up being a flash into main as well. We shall have to see. Tony Black with quite a reasonable spawn. Does he take that gauntlet run towards Pop Dog position? He does, but the T's are on their way there as well, but no one's making any fast plays.
Imagine a world where Vega win this round, NIP can't buy because they don't get a bomb down. Vega win against Nico 13-15. I want to see this go all the way, at the very least.
It's been a while since we saw our overtime overlay. Specially made for the FACEIT Major in response to that woeful week.
Will there be a flashbang for Haji to go for the full clearance here? I mean, Rez is playing a safe position. Can easily fall back and be covered. So it looks like Vega, they have Pop Dog. They've got an angle into team main. They've got deep play on Ali. Oh, the flashbang's good. Forest, though, escapes. But the information went to Vega Squadron. They'll see there's one player there. They can see that NIP are just playing a slow round here. Very slow. NIP is seemingly just looking for any aggressive plays and any early frags. But looks like NIP are going to be forced into executing a set piece at this point because they haven't got an early frag. And time is running out, James.
40 seconds. JR is the only person on the B bomb sites at the moment. NIP do not have control of Pop Dog. Lekro is above with the bomb. That would be a giant gamble. Forest showing some presence towards Ivy now as the focus is on the B bomb site. This rotation is going to be long. And there are 3 CT sandwich between 2 Ts on the A site. Forest will get taken out. And now JR realizes, hold on a second, I think it's a B bomb site. Must have seen the bomb on the radar by now. Lekro with a massive headshot. This could be it. But Tony Black is on a very fast rotation on flank.
They never cleared Pop Dog. They never cleared Pop Dog. And there's Tony Black in the back, and he's got one more player to go. The MP9 is not going to do the job. And now it's up to Haji. He'll go down 16-11. And revenge is a dish best served on train, it would seem, as it's been a long time. But NIP finally defeat the Demons.
That is a monkey off of their back. The nightmares of Cash and previous majors.